Hi, my name is John Busayo. Today I will be taking you our variables in Python. What do you understand by variables in Python? Variables are like container we keep our item in our normal day activities. But in Python we don't call them containers, we call them variables. Why? Because we actually store our our data in them so that we can actually maybe change the items, manipulate them, or use them in arithmetic operation or other type of operation. So let's get into examples in variables.
John. I can have a string called John. Sorry, I mean John. John is an item, not a variable. That is, John is just like a random item. I don't put or I don't store in the particular variable. One. This that means John is is a constant variable value that can never change. But what about provincially you have something like this? Now, I've actually had a variable to this John. That is, I can actually change the items in my variable by changing. I can actually change the items in my variable. For example, if I write inside this, now that means I have a new item inside my variable. Actually, create a variable by starting with the variable name. And how do you start with variable name? You can actually give a suitable name for your variable. For example, if I want to write a variable for in my name, that means I have to write a name and equal to. This equal to, we all know, equal to is an assignment operator. Then followed by the item. Here, I'm writing John. John here is an item I'm actually assigning to my variable. Now we can actually see that here I have John, which is the item, and the equal sign, which is actually assigning John to this variable name here. Yeah, without wasting our time, there are some factors we need to consider when we are dealing with variables, naming variables. So for example, when we are dealing with variables, we need to consider the correlation between the variable name and the item we're actually storing. So we can actually see from here that one, our variable name at this instance, I mean for this example, actually tallies with our item being stored in it. For example, we have even number as a variable name. Now the item we stored in it is 46, which is actually an even number. Well, now let's look at this example. Here we have odd number as the variable name. Now let's look at the item we store in it, which is 78. We both know that 78 is an even number, though it's not actually running, giving us an error. No, why? Because we don't violate any major rule in this syntax. But wait, the variable names do not actually tally with the item we store in them. That's why we said variable names are very important naming are very important when we are actually giving uh, variables, when we are giving our variables particular name. For example, if I have something like this, a car, I mean a car, like for example, a car as a variable. Now, inside my car variable, storing something like John as an item inside the variable. Yeah, sure, it's actually giving me perfect condition to my code, but which you can see that John is not a car model. Now, what we are trying to say here is, you give your variable an item that actually tallies with the variable name. For example, here I don't have to have John. I can have something like Toyota. Toyota. Now, Toyota actually tallies with the name variable name here, which is what, which is a car. So what we are actually saying in essence is that variables are like containers, and the name you actually assign it to these containers should at least tallies with the items they actually contains. in them. Yeah, we've actually looked at what a variable is. We've looked at how we can actually name variables, our naming system, and any other things. Now we now want to look at how we can actually assign items inside these variables. For example, here I have x, I have y, and I have z. Logically, you can actually note that John is for X, YY is for Joy, YZ is for DG. Now, this analogy still remains something like this. That is, naming them one by one, that will be X will be equal to John, YY will be equal to Joy. Now, YZ will be equal to DG. Now, that is, instead of writing this one by one, at least writing them separately, I can actually concatenate, I mean, take them at once like this, which still what, which is they are still valid. This is a way of what, of combining one or two variables together. Other ways of what writing a variable, that is, for if for example I have three students going to the same school. For example, if I have something like, if I have orange, or let me keep it simple by saying, let me say A, comma B, A, comma B, comma C. They are equal to fruits, or let me say orange. They are equal to orange. Now, what do I actually mean in this place? I mean, one, A is equal to orange, A, while B is still equal to what? Still equal to orange. Now, my C is equal to what? Is equal to orange. And this is a way of writing variables. That is, yeah, I actually combine three of them together instead of writing these three lines of code. Actually combine it to be one. That is, what would be the essence of writing three of code together? That is A, B, and C. They are still orange. I can just what? I can just combine them together and what? And put them in the single line of code by saying A, B, C is equal to orange. That is, they have the same one, they have the same name, they have the same variable item, which is orange. Now the next thing we will be looking at is how we can actually output our variables in Python. We use print to output our variable in Python. That is, for example, here I have different variables. I have x, y, and z. I also have a, b, and c. Now, outputting the content in these variables, I have to what, write print, followed by what, parentheses. So inside the parentheses, that's where I'm going to put the variable name. Don't forget, when I'm outputting a variable, it means I'm actually outputting the content inside the variable. For example, here, if I so guys, to actually print out my data, I mean my items in my variable, what do you think I'm going to do? That means I'm going to use something like print, and followed by parentheses. Inside the parentheses, that's where I'm going to put my variable name. Here I have X. Now running this code, I have what? I have X to be what? To be John. Now this the content I actually stored inside the variable x is what is John. So I have another one. If I write print, if I run print followed by the parentheses, don't forget the parentheses must be there. Now followed by the variable name here, which is what, which is y. I can have something another one like say print. Here I have what, I have z. So running this code, I'm going to have what joy and dg respectively. Now that's how to write output a variable in Python. Now yeah today we've actually looked at variable. I mean, how to create a variable, how to name a variable, how to make use of a variable. Now, but if you have any other question you want to ask me, please just drop it at the comment section. I'm going to find my time and do justice to every one of them. Now, till we meet again, please, I want you to enjoy yourself.